could give a damn about anything going on in this movie because it was absolutely trash.
It starts off as the worst movie you've ever seen in your entire life, and then it becomes something so unhinged that I've never seen anything like it before.
It's so bad and so dumb.
Blake Lively absolutely lost it when Another Simple Favor got quietly yanked from Amazon. Honestly, it's the clearest sign yet that she's nuked her own career.
Run, don't walk. I will never be the same, and I will never stop talking about this. If this is her last film, what a bang. Horrible. Amazing. I'll never be the same.
Triple identities, fake deaths, psychotic triplets. It's like someone watched The Parent Trap on mushrooms and said, make it a noir. But this wasn't suspense, it was accidental comedy. Andy Cena, bless his patience, said, the second half lost me. And Andy wants to like movies.
I am reeling and will be reeling until the day that I die. I'm talking psycho triplets. I'm talking incest.
Straight to streaming. Not a single theater touched it. That's not a red flag, that's a 5-story flashing red billboard. You know a studio has zero faith in something when they skip the theatrical rollout and toss it on Prime like it's expired rotisserie chicken.
But overall, the movie's ridiculous. Like, you gotta know going in what you're getting into.
Worse still, she didn't crash alone. Poor Anna Kendrick got dragged right down with her.
I'm blaming it all on Blake Lively. This has got to be Blake Lively's fault. Because this shouldn't even be a thing. This should not exist. I'm telling you.
And all because she had the misfortune of standing too close to the...
Then do not watch this movie. Do not watch the sequel. It offered nothing new, nothing of substance, nothing noteworthy.
You want to know what's truly hilarious? That Another Simple Favor even exists. Whatever landed on Prime on May 1st, 2024, wasn't a sequel. It was a cinematic car crash with a $40 hat budget and an ego the size of Blake Lively.
Heavily disappointed. I think Allison Janney and Anna Kendrick were the two best things about this film. But as far as the story goes, it was absolutely far-fetched and really honestly convoluted and so hard to believe.
Let's dissect this rotting fish of a plot. Stephanie, yep, Kendrick's character, is now a true crime podcast star. Because of course she is.
To be that bad? It was truly like that bad. It's like I said, when the movie gets to points where it's trying to push the plot forward and it's presenting plot points that actually reveal what's going on.
And then, without warning, we're in Capri. Not for Prosecco or peace, but for a wedding-turned-murder trap. Because apparently nothing screams thriller like 3 versions of Blake Lively making out with themselves on an island.
Talking murder, homosexuality, and crazy outfits on the island of Capri. On the island of Capri! Run, don't walk. I will never be the same, and I will never stop talking about this.
And considering the first A Simple Favor pulled nearly $100 million worldwide on a $20 million budget, you'd think they'd give it a fighting chance. Instead, Amazon buried it 3 carousels deep, like, maybe if no one sees it, no one can scream. Spoiler alert, everyone screamed.
What the I wish I could tell you guys what I just watched. But I don't know. It was bad. Like, it was terrible.
This so-called sequel took the original's slick mystery energy and turned it into a full-blown clown parade. Even Anna Kendrick's most loyal fans have clocked out. The consensus is loud. Girl, not if you're rolling with Blake again. And honestly, that's valid.
Child, when I tell you, I had no idea how bad this would be. I mean, no idea. Wait until I show you some of this.
Every twist felt like it was penned by a Chardonnay-soaked PTA mom who thinks plot holes are feminist statements. Zero logic. No build-up. Just chaos. Symbolism for symbolism's sake. Dialogue that sounded like it was written by AI during a brownout.
That was like a cartoon. It was like a lot of like frizzy Blake Lively hair, but twice. There's twice the Blake Lively in it. I'll leave it at that. I mean, I'm not gonna leave it at that because here's the other weird, gross thing. There was like very violent, incestual stuff in it.
Now let's address the trench coat in the room. Blake Lively. Whoever told her she was ready for her villain era needs legal consequences. She played Emily like a sociopathic cruise ship heiress with the emotional depth of a flip-flop. No arc. Just hats and drama. That I did it for you speech. Girl.
I really wish I had something better to tell you than what I'm about to say. I want to genuinely know what the writers and the producers were thinking when they sat down in the room to write the script for this movie. When the first Simple Favor came out, it was original, it was fresh, it was a good concept, it did a lot of things right. And this found somehow, some way, the capability to undo every good thing about the original film. I really genuinely thought that they would come back with a fresh idea, not a regurgitated concept of the first film. Also, the sister aspect of it all.
And somehow now we are here, where I could give a damn about anything going on in this movie because it was absolutely trash. But this movie feels like Blake Lively took everybody hostage, made them make this movie so that she could add money towards that case. And if that's not what she's doing, then she's running an underground fight club like they were doing in Game Night. Because what in God's name is this?
Kendrick didn't return for a sequel just to be sidelined like some glorified extra. She made neurotic likability iconic in 2018. This time, her character feels like a dazed extra in Blake's Pinterest mood board.
Watch it straight to streaming. I don't know why it had 3 premieres. Heavily disappointed. Was a solid standalone film that really worked well. I don't think that this sequel was necessary. I did not like it at all.
And ends up hitting the fuck out of you with it for 2 straight hours because you were dumb enough to fall for this and watch this damn movie and continuously watch it for the entirety of the 2 hours. An hour into this movie, I literally paused and said, I am not invested in a single thing that is going on. Anna Kendrick's charm is not working for whatever reason. That's because the writing is trash. For some odd reason, the plot is not engaging at all.
And Blake's character really is sort of clearly trouble. We know that going in. It's Anna Kendrick's character. She does, become a true crime star after the success of the first movie, the ending. But she's stopped posting. She's struggling with a case that she wonders, did she do the right thing?
What used to be sharp, cheeky chemistry is now emotional hostage-taking. Kendrick's role is boiled down to nervous reactions and trauma dumps while Blake struts around like she's auditioning for Real Housewives of Giallo County.
Just about anything Anna Kendrick is in, she's wickedly talented, attractive AF, awesome, and just brings this weird, geeky, nerdy charm to everything she does, and I just absolutely fall for it every time. I absolutely adore this girl.
So yeah, Blake didn't just tank a sequel. She hijacked it, blew it up, then tried to frame it as high art. This wasn't a comeback. It was a kamikaze mission, and she doesn't even realize she's the one holding the detonator. She played herself, and not in the fun way.
That was a glaze over and kind of made a joke of. I'm so grossed out right now. The writing was terrible. Alex Newell and Andrew Rennell, they deserve better.
I've seen TikTokers with ring lights and zero acting classes give more nuanced performances. She was flat, deadpan, and somehow smug while doing absolutely nothing. Watching her attempt gravitas was like watching a mannequin attempt Hamlet. It physically hurt.
Anna Kendrick, what are you guys doing? I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that bad, and I watched the Joker sequel. This is not me getting on the Blake Lively hate train or anything like that. Honestly and truly, that was really fucking bad.
It was so bad, Andy Senior, who only watched it because it was free, started wondering if Blake was pranking us. At times, it didn't feel like she was playing a character. It felt like she was just being herself, smug, hollow, wrapped in a designer trench.
For a movie to be worse, the worst movie you've ever seen, that's pretty bad. And on top of that, worse than the Joker 2, which got it, across the board, it was getting ripped to shreds. And that is saying a lot.
Meanwhile, Kendrick's just standing there. You can see it in her face. Pure existential regret. Like she walked onto the wrong set and stayed because no one called cut.
But none of this was necessary. This is a sequel that I had been looking forward to since it was announced. So to watch it straight to streaming, I don't know why it had 3 premieres. Heavily disappointed.
Anna Kendrick did not sign up to be reduced to a human prop. She carried the first film with wit and weirdness. This time, she's acting opposite Blake Lively in a movie where the only thing at stake is whether she survives the script. Andy Senior said it best, the first Kendrick film he didn't like, and not because of her. Because of the script. Because of Blake.